Hey all, this is Sarge Keyes. Sarge Keyes here in Osai, California, which is right next to, it's south of Camp Pendleton, probably the biggest Marine Corps base in the United States and in the world. So anyway, if you can see, I am Sarge and Keyes, and I'm here celebrating with you, fellow Marine. Well, I'm not a Marine. My father was a Marine, celebrating with Marines throughout the world on their 250th anniversary. So I've got the cool shirt, and this is actually my father's drill instructor uh, cover, I guess you'd call that he had when he was in the Marine Corps for 30 years. Let me show you that beautiful flag. USMC. Hoorah! The sun is shining on the Marines for their 250th anniversary. So, anyway, a little bit of a story. So, this is kind of a dedication not only to the Marines for being around for 250 years, but also for my father, who was quite the war hero in World War II. Let me show you a plaque that I have. When he retired after 30 years of service, my father, Joseph P., he was a sergeant major, and his last role that was offered to him by the Marine Corps is they wanted to make my father, because he was pretty well known from World War II heroics at Iwo Jima. And actually, my father was turned 21 on his uh, 21 years old when he landed on Iwo Jima on February 19th. And he had I guess, a boatload of probably 18, 19, 20, 21-year old men on board that had to storm ashore on Iwo Jima. My dad was in the first wave. As my dad said, they kind of let the first wave in. And then when the second and third wave started coming in, that's when the enemy started pounding on them. So actually, that's a little bit of the story, and I'll tell you more. So my dad finally, well, let me just finish that story here. So kind of when my father landed on Iwo Jima, 21 years old. So when he was in the landing craft, the chaplain didn't have anything to celebrate my father's 21st birthday, heading ashore to get killed. Um, Basically. But anyway, so he said, Joe, I don't have anything for you here except for maybe a little bit of brandy. I guess they used that for their services. So I had a shot of brandy for his 21st birthday. So while he was aboard, my dad told me that when they landed, because they remember let the first wave in, and then they started opening up, the captain had been at other landings with my dad, I think in Tarawa and Saipan. And anyway, the captain says, geez, Joes, I hope all these landings are as easy as this one. And then within minutes, the captain's dead. Now my father is in charge of all the 18, 19, 20, and 21 years old. Let me see if I can read this for you. We are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps, and I think you're going to really be pleased with this. So let me read this. So when my dad landed on Iwo Jima, he landed in the first wave at Iwo Jima on his 21st birthday, February 19th, 1945. His platoon was pinned down by an enemy pillbox. He crawled forward, used all his hand grenades, and although suffering shrapnel wounds, fired a anti-tank grenade with his M1 rifle and charged the pillbox, exposing himself to enemy fire. He neutralized the enemy, enabling his platoon to advance further. Let me see. And this is what he won a Bronze Star for. And the citation says the citation includes the following: by his daring and prompt action, Sergeant Joseph P. K. Prompt action, dauntless perseverance, and concern for his comrades at great personal risk contributed to the saving of many lives and securing the landing area. So, anyway, my dad's platoon, their objective was to get the landing strip first. So, and he was in for 30 years. So was I. I never joined the Marine Corps, but as I tell people, I was in the Marine Corps for 30 years. But when my dad did retire after four wars, actually, World War II, Korea and 2 tours in Vietnam. My dad retired. They told me he had to get out by then. He was in there for 30 years. So I actually gave this to my father, if you can see it. So he was a sergeant major. And that's actually a photo of me giving that to my dad. And that's the same plaque. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is I've collected a lot of different stuff because Marine Corps is very important to me, as you can see. A lot of great stuff here coming up. So once you get through here, it's going to start off with a welcoming from, I guess, a general and a non-commissioned. What are they? Enlisted NCOs? I don't know. But anyway, so anyway, they're going to start it off. There's some history in here, and just in case you didn't know, November 10th is the actual birthday of the United States Marine Corps. I know they've been celebrating for the last whole year, but November 10th is the actual birthday of the Marine Corps. And why is it the birthday of the Marine Corps? You'll find out when you go inside and listen to some really interesting stuff about how the Marine Corps was found in a bar, well, a tavern, the Tun Tavern in Philadelphia in 1775 on November 10th. And the person in charge of starting up the Marine Corps, or it was called the Continental Marines at first, was Samuel Nicholas. So on that day, he was given the charge from the Continental Congress to form a military force, Continental Marines. So stay tuned. I think you're really going to like it. And if you do like that, go to my go to Rick Keyes Music Caravan. That's Keyes, Keyes, Rick Keyes Music Caravan, and you subscribe. And then once you subscribe, you will find other shows that I have in there. But this one is very special to me. Hopefully, you get everyone out there loves it. And hoorah! Semper Fi, USMC. Love you guys. Love you, ladies. Love everyone.